Hello, my crafty friends. This is Lori, Girl on the Ridge. It is, I am not going to lie, it is cold, it's rainy, it's 40, it's windy, and it's the weekend. All weekend's supposed to be like this. So what else can we do but craft? So Andrea contacted me and wanted to know if I was ready for your creative studio box. And I said, sure. So I just got this in the mail. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to do it a little differently than I normally do. And I'm going to go through it, but I already actually went through it, made a project so I can show you at the end. So I'm not sure, this is Vintage Floral. I'm not sure what month it is, but it is Your Creative Studio. Right there. And it's a subscription box, and it's really, really awesome. So let me make sure I am in. So what we have, a lot of purples, so I thought of Maggie. We have stamps, red stamps, and these are lilacs. I don't know, dogwood or the cherry blossoms are kind of the same to me. I mean, they're really pretty. No, they might not, I don't know what these are. But they're pretty, and I'll show you, like I said. This one is, I don't think I use this one. This one is a big stamp. Yeah, that's pretty. That's really pretty. So we got that stamp. These boxes are really fun to get. And they come really pretty too. And then we have washi tape. And then you can use these too. Don't forget to use the packaging. So, and that's a pretty foliage, more greens. So that's a pretty washi tape. That. Then the goodies. Then we have, this is just a bunch of papers. Let's see, and you can use jute. And there's just lots of tags. You have to be careful. Some of them don't have what they are. And I found out, and I'll show you in the book after, what I thought they were and what they actually are. So these are all little statements and labels. Really cute. This is a pocket itself that you could reuse. And then, ooh, look at those papers. Those almost look like, I see, I didn't open this, so I didn't use these. They're almost vellum, but a heavy vellum. They're not really see-through, but they're really, really pretty. What's the book I'm thinking? Oh, Edith Holden book. That's what it reminds me of. And some thick paper. Yeah, that's really pretty. And like I said, and there's a pocket that's already made for you. So you can put this stuff in a pocket. Like I said, they have, I don't know if you have to sign up for how many, if it's a 3-month subscription or, but it never disappoints. They're really, really nice little, let's just leave that there. Then they had a package of stickers. So these just peel off. And then, oh, these are the, and I used one of these, rub-on transfer stickers. They do have the instructions for that. So they had really pretty papers. And they had them. And like I said, I did use one. So put them in there. Whoops. Put this in it because I will lose that. Then she had another little package of, yep, they're not stickers, just different. These are some vellum. I know she had some vellum. Yep, see-through vellum. Like calendars, dates, flowers, paintings, signs. So, variety of that. And they're in a pretty color. Wait till you see what's next. Beautiful. I'm literally sitting here in flannels. Oops. 'Cause my hands are cold. But then next week it's going to be 90, so all is well. Put these in. You know what? Yep. Okay. Then it was these. These are like the hard plastic. Pretty. What do they call that? Oh my goodness. Tina Shabby Dabby Doo that uses them all the time. And you glue these on. I thought they were stickers, and then I tried to rub them on, but these are just pretty flowers on the hard content, or the hard plastic paper. I know there's a word for them, but I can't think of it. And there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them. And I even use some, as you'll see. And lilacs. See, these really can make your project pop. Especially these little ones with the greenery. And I used a clear glue on them. So there is a bunch of these. There have to be at least 50 pieces. So there is a bunch of these. Oh, this one is pretty. This one. Well, they're all pretty. But this one is a little more on the blue. The little forget-me-nots, which I love. We have some of them. And then I had a big package of this. Now, this I didn't pay attention to because it has 6 sticker papers, 6 vellum papers, 6 art papers, and 6 pattern papers. So when I took a piece of sticker paper out, I didn't know that it was sticker paper. So you have to, because I used, look how pretty these are. I used a couple vellum papers. And they're just like a damask. Really, really pretty. The birds. And then the art paper. And you'll be able to feel the difference. And they're all the same. Real pretty. And then the sticker paper, which was really thick. And I'm thinking, because this is before I read, I said, what is up with this paper? What do I do with that? And that's what it was. So it peeled off really nice. I'm not sure which one it is now. And then, and again, I'll show you on the project. But these are really nice, pretty papers. And then this was awesome. And this was just Time Flies Series Bill Collection. And it just had perfect for any kind of ephemera. All different, and you'll see where I used it. It's just all these perfect size. So this is, again, maybe 50, 75 pages. Not sure, but there's a lot. 100. No. I don't know, but there's a lot. A lot of them in there. So that's pretty cool. And then we have, there's more. These, I think, are more dried flowers because, oh, maybe not these. I used some. They had some of dry flowers and more. Let's see, maybe I used them. These feel like stickers. I think these are stickers. But some of them are really hard to come up with. Yeah, they got a shiny back. They got to be stickers. That one's not. But I don't. Yep, they're stickers. Yeah, are they vellum stickers? Or just stickers? Oh my goodness. See, my hands are too cold. I know they're stickers. I don't want to rip them. Maybe they're not. So just use them as... I'm not sure what they are. Nope, they might be just a card. Just a more of a shiny back card. Like ephemera stuff. And then some more flowers. And then they had these cards. Look how pretty those are. And mushrooms. And they're nicely already inked. Trees. Some postage. I like how they're just all cut. And more mushrooms. And the daisy paper. I like that. I used one of them. Just really pretty. Very pretty. And then the last is this really pretty masking. It says masking tape. And I glued it down. It's like a tissue paper. Maybe they call it different. Because it's a see-through tissue paper. But they got it tagged as masking tape in the picture, so maybe they call it different, but it is really pretty. So that is what you get in the vintage floral box, and it's pretty full, So what I made, and I thank you again, Andrea, and my goodies here. And I'm going to set this out of the way. Is just this little booklet with some greenery on it. And it's a little flip up. So those are the flowers on the plastic. And this is the piece of vellum, and that's the masking paper. There's a little piece over there. And then I just made some envelopes out of the bills. And let's see. And then that's the paper. And this is a tuck spot with, again, the bill paper. And then I took those cards and I put some of the pretty flowers. And just, again, I just ripped some of the bill paper out to the words I wanted. And put some brads in there. And made a little tag of that daisy paper. Because it was the bottom of the daisy paper I used. And that could be a pocket, a tuck you can use in your journals, either way. And this was one of the tags and the pretty vellum paper. But I put it over the other paper because I like that double look. And then here was a piece of the bill paper. You can do a lot with one piece. You could just make a little envelope or a corner pocket. And then I made this little cute, these were the flowers. They had the real flowers in there, again, with these flowers. And I took some of the bill paper, ripped it, made some envelopes with it. This is the washi tape. Then I did a little of the stamping, but I've done it somewhere else where you could see it better. And then these are so cute. And just all the little ephemera that she gives you. Again, that's the bill paper. And this is that tissue paper. So there's just a little pocket. And then more of the bill paper. And then more of the vellum paper. And then this is the rub-on paper. Or rub-on transfers. And another one of those, oh my God, I can't remember the name of that thick plastic. And that's just, I mean, you could put something behind here. You can, but I use brads a lot. I do like the brads. And then here I just made a little matchbook. I mean, more of the ephemera, the brads. This is the sticker paper. This is why I didn't know it was a sticker paper until I was trying to use it on the back. So I just peeled it and then put the sticker paper on it. And more of the ephemera and the pretty flowers and the bill paper and that masking paper. And I think I just put, yeah, more of the bill paper in there. I love that. And then you can tuck things in there. Actually, let's just grab, because these we'll put a little flower here. They work really good. Let's see if my ink works good. And you could just like put one. I mean, there's detail onto it. Let's do the details there, and my ink is dry. Let's try a good ink. A new one. And you should use the black. But they do have a pretty base that you could watercolor. You could watercolor that. Or use, sometimes I'll use the eyeshadow with a cotton tip or a Q-tip and just, you know, use that. But those are pretty. So that is my creative studio, your creative studio. In the little projects, you can do a lot with that box. And as you see, all that stuff I showed you, and made a booklet and some tags, and you know, and I didn't even put a dent in the box. So there's you could do a lot, and you can actually make a whole journal with it. So it's just the tip of it. So you guys have a beautiful day. I hope it's warm where you guys are. And again, it's your creative studio. And I'll be back and we'll craft some more. Bye.